Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. And there's been some exaggeration in the press. And I believe the origin is the ripple effect. Here's some news from the world of cryptocurrencies. The XRP ledger is being used to support Palao's native stablecoin. Yet, a recent update from Ripple Material suggests that this isn't entirely accurate. Yet, it is true that a national stablecoin will enter full-scale production outside of a pilot program that makes use of the public XRP ledger. Many have speculated that XRP would serve as the basis for future digital currencies issued by governments. And this is simply, evidence that we're headed in that course. Even so, I must respectfully disagree. I'll explain why below. The US Federal Reserve has also mentioned XRP in recent discussions. They appear to have realized that settlement is its principal function. The Federal Reserve is discussing this, so yes. But before we go any further, I should mention that I have zero backing from the financial world. I am not giving out money management tips. And remember, you should never use anything I say as a reason to buy or sell something. Just a hobbyist here that occasionally posts films to YouTube on various crypto-related topics. Okay, so it's because of my fellow XRP that this is even getting attention in the crypto media. Eddie, a crypto YouTuber, is merely disseminating some data she has gathered to the public. This wasn't her fault, that's for sure. However, it turned out that someone had provided her with false information. This is not her fault either, just to be clear. She's constantly disseminating new insights into XRP and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. Therefore, there is nothing except adoration and gratitude. I'll show you why Ripple is actually a little bit more elaboration on their part. However, this segment of the crypto fundamental title of XRPL currently drives the emergence of native stablecoin employing XRP. After a successful pilot involving 200 clouds, the Republic of Palau adopted the stablecoin initiative, which utilizes the XRP ledger. The Republic of Palau, an island nation in the Pacific Ocean, is using the public XRP network to power their native stablecoin initiative. Implementation of the project, a distributed ledger using XRP for instant and safe payments, after a successful pilot phase. I'll also point out that this is not breaking news, it was published in November of last year. But if you have a glance at the screen, you'll notice a blog called Ripple Insights. This topic is discussed in the first entry in a blog series published on November 23, 2022, titled The Global Stablecoin Race is Underway. I covered the event and felt it was fascinating at the time. And it's not being constructed on a closed network. The XRP ledger, though. It's fascinating, and I'm sure most of you already know this, but there's a private version of the XRP ledger that runs on its own blockchain. It is meant to serve as a model for national monetary authorities to follow when creating their own digital money. Therefore, it operates on the same basis as XRP. However, this feature allows the platform to be centralized independently of the XRP ledger. That's neat material in and of itself. For the obvious reason that XRP can still function as a bridge to other centralized currency. That's not related, but it was interesting to see that, wow, a country's genuinely considering releasing a stable coin. In contrast to that other private ledger, XRP transactions take place on the public ledger. That's quite neat, if I do say so myself. However, the claim that this follows a successful pilot program isn't entirely accurate here. Ripple's 2023 value assessment highlighted the achievement of continued peace. Eddie, an XRP community influencer, further drew public attention to the development, and here on the screen, for those who are interested, is this tweet from Crypto Eddie. The report reveals that the stablecoin project is now live following a successful pilot, which involves up to 200 citizens of Palau. You can notice where I've circled some important information in this Ripple report on Palau by looking at the highlighted text. The Republic of Palau is issuing a stablecoin, linked to the US dollar since that is the currency they use, in part due to a successful trial with more than 200 individuals. Here, however, they also disclosed that they were operating on a private instance of the XRP ledger, with XRP functioning as the native digital asset. However, XRP cannot be used in the absence of a private ledger. Two things here are incorrect. First, the pilot is not done, Ripple updated this, and second, XRP is on the public XRP ledger. In fact, I'll demonstrate it on the monitor. The new and improved version is here. Ripple is currently piloting a stablecoin tied to the US dollar in cooperation with the Republic of Palau. Again, it's a bad that the pilots didn't make it, since it would have been fascinating. But they made mistakes as well. Liverpool made a few blunders, but you already know why. Here, the XRP ledger is in use. As a result, they erroneously reported that a restricted version was in use. That is not the case at all. They've both reached the same conclusion. Because of the widespread confusion this has caused on social media, I felt it necessary to clarify the situation. That uncertainty has been removed. From where I sit, the reason central bank digital currency won't be visible on the public XRP ledger is because governments value maintaining tight control over their currency. And since governments with centralized, a centralized CBDC will be able to do things like roll back transactions and print money until it disappears, and all that other hoopla, it doesn't make sense to have fiat currencies tokenized and stored on the XRP ledger. And it would surprise me if a digital currency issued by a central bank appeared on the XRP blockchain. So, a stablecoin on the XRP ledger is very different from what we're discussing here. Therefore, a government must be the source. This tiny nation's withdrawal from the European Union is officially sanctioned by the government. I was unaware of its existence until last November. Hence, I'm under the impression that dealing with smaller, less significant nations is simpler and involves less bureaucratic hoops to jump through. I think it's great that they've decided to try out the pilot program, and I hope that everything works out for the best. As far as we can tell, it's still going on. Launching the central bank's digital currency is vastly different from this. Because, as it happens, this country doesn't even have its own currency. They use American currency, the dollar. They don't need all the bells and whistles and special controls because they don't control the US dollar, period. The US government controls that. The US government prints it into oblivion and would want to have the ability, if it were a central bank, digital currency, to roll back the transactions. So what you're saying is that the United States is really having something reflected on the XRP ledger is a yes, but it doesn't give them any sway over the outcome. They still don't have any special access to or authority over the US dollar, regardless of whether the transactions take place on the public XRP ledger or a private chain. Therefore, it is irrelevant here. Therefore, it's not the same. I've heard rumors that a centralized bank will issue a digital currency with the letter Z. Well, I have to politely disagree with you there. In my opinion, the XRP blockchain will never host a digital currency issued by a government. And if I'm wrong, that's okay. More people will use the XRP ledger if I'm wrong and have to eat my words and the week I've wasted on them, but I find it extremely unlikely that this will happen. However, this has only been a good thing for everyone involved. It's great to see XRP getting the attention it deserves. Check out this news item about XRP use as an international payment system in the Crypto Basic, published by the Atlanta Federal Reserve Bank. We can confirm that this is the official Fed. This is the official archive of the Federal Reserve System. The 12 reserve banks and their 24 district offices constitute the workings of the Federal Reserve System. Each Federal Reserve Bank serves a distinct region or district within the country. The Fed, then, is as described. It operates under the Fed. And it's wonderful to see XRP acknowledged, especially for this use case. I have a minor quibble with some of the wording here, but just a minor one. Let me clarify. Peace is expressed as follows, however. The latest report from the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta shows that XRP and Ripple continue to garner interest in the traditional banking sector. Ripple's business model and the ways in which the company employs XRP to satisfy cross-border settlement requirements have lately drawn the attention of the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta, a U.S. Federal Reserve Bank district. The Reserve Bank of Australia recognizes XRP as a global settlement currency. The most recent version of the Atlanta Fed's Policy Hub, titled An Introduction to Web 3.0 with Implications for Financial Services, includes these references. The potential of Web 3.0 and the value of digital assets are also highlighted in the paper. The increasing interest in and use of Web 3.0 and blockchain technologies by government agencies and financial regulators is also highlighted in the paper. It highlights Goal Project Marijuana, which is the facilitation of more efficient cross-border settlements, by drawing attention to Project Mariana, a proof of concept introduced by the Bank for International Settlements, the Bank of France, and other financial institutions. In the report published by the Atlanta Federal Reserve, two significant blockchain-focused startups that have introduced cost-effectiveness are named, Ripple and Stellar. Do you have any transferring to do? So it's nice to see this brought up once more. However, XRP goes well beyond the examples given. So, have a look at this. The study claims that a core component of Ripple's business model is the supply of monetary services facilitated by XRP. In addition, the study states that the Federal Reserve roughly envisions XRP as an international payment medium or wholesale settlement coin and quote, "I like that, so I won't grumble too much." That's why the waves are positioned where they are. However, XRP goes far beyond that. The XRP ledger has been adopted by a wide variety of developers who are creating applications on top of it. And because there is no overarching control system in XRP, you are free to take part in it or not. And if you do join in, your XRP is yours to do with as you choose. While it's true that XRP is commonly referred to as a settlement coin, I'd appreciate it if, in the future, people would say XRP is a decentralized cryptocurrency that makes use of a sentiment coin or something along those lines. They may have been a touch finicky, but it's not like they completely botched it. That, though, is the explanation I'd rather believe. One reason is that I've been in the crypto industry for over 5.5 years and have heard XRP referred to as a banker's coin or that coin, among other derogatory names. And that's just a crapple of XRP, and I have no idea if some people are doing it on purpose or not, and that's kind of frustrating. And then there are those who are simply ignorant. And that's easy to forget for the skeptics. However, XRP is really an upgraded form of Bitcoin. That being the case, feel free to put it to any use you like. Just because Ripple is using it for something doesn't mean you can't, too. But, look, all I'm saying is that XRP is on the Fed's radar. And that has nothing to do with its eventual use in a food product. This doesn't point in that direction at all. But it's encouraging to see that it's finally being acknowledged as something that is, like, it's gauging it just is, and why the hell anyone should be writing about it is beyond me. If adoption rates keep rising like this, I shudder to think what the future holds. If only I could click my fingers and be transported to the future 10 or 20 years from now, I'd be in heaven. If XRP were to gain widespread use, I'd wager it would be worth a lot more than it is now. Let's just keep moving forward with our lives. Okay, so let's see how that pans out. Just because I mentioned something doesn't mean you should take it as investment advice. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.